The Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat today warned India's adversaries not to indulge in any misadventure as far as the Northeast is concerned. Delivering the keynote address during the first Ravikant Singh Memorial Lecture Series at the Assam Administrative Staff College on the topic Assam at Crossroads, Geopolitical Events in its Neighbourhood Impacting Northeast India, General Bipin Rawat said that while the Siliguri corridor continues to remain vulnerable, any attempt to disrupt communication to the Northeast region will be dealt with sternly.
The area which is part of the Eastern Himalayas shares its borders with 5 nations, namely Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Tibet Autonomous Region of China and Myanmar, and is connected to mainland India by a narrow piece of land which we often call as the Siliguri corridor or the chicken's neck. This vulnerable neck will remain a cause for concern. We must always ensure that any attempt to disrupt connectivity of northeast states with the rest of India is nipped in the bud through a collective approach to ensure the unity and integrity of our nation.
General Bipin Rawat also stated that in the wake of the current situation in neighbouring Myanmar, it is important to monitor things closely. General Rawat also expressed concern over the presence of Rohingyas in Bangladesh. Listen in.
At the border, the emerging situation in Myanmar needs to be monitored closely in the wake of recent developments. The BRI initiative of China to build road, rail and energy corridor in Myanmar and movement of insurgents of the Arakan army on the western border of Myanmar. Another emerging area of concern is the continued presence of Rohingya refugees in Bangladesh, which could be exploited by radical Islamic groups to foment trouble and undermine peace and security in this region.
Well, the Chief of Defence Staff, meanwhile, also stated that Assam has the potential to become the hub of Southeast Asia. He added that Assam is also key to India's Act East policy.
Assam, along with the other Northeast region, holds immense geopolitical potential as a gateway to East and Southeast Asia. It not only provides an opportunity to consolidate India's relation with the near Southeast Asian countries, but it also holds immense potential for trade expansion and regional development for the northeast of India within the framework of BIMSTEC, Mekong Ganga project and other initiatives. India's northeast region and in particular Assam is indeed the land of immense opportunities and has the potential to be a pivot for the projection of soft power of India to the regional countries. A few key strategies which can be effectively exploited could include developing the multimodal connectivity to the high-growth ASEAN and BVN markets, where the estimated size is over $840 million. An industry strategy to enable manufacturing and service industries, including higher education, medical value tourism, and technology-enabled services to service international markets, identify and plugging key energy and urban infrastructure gaps, and developing the institutional and regulatory environment for increased cross-border trade. Given its geographic position, extensive international borders and proximity to the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, the ASEAN, Assam automatically lies at the heart of India's Act East policy. Assam offers immense growth opportunities for achieving key sustainable development goals, for achieving India's dream of a 5 trillion economy. The state has the potential to become the manufacturing and services hub for the Southeast Asia region and also offers a market of 800 million people.
And meanwhile, interacting with media persons later, General Bipin Rawat reiterated that a Northeast is of a big strategic significance to the country and that it was important to have allies in Southeast Asia. He added that India is a permanent friend of all neighbours, unlike China, which is an aggressor.
See, Northeast is very much important to mainland India because of the way you are, situated. I think we have to continue to foray into our neighboring countries. If you look at the way we move around, Chinese have a habit of using money power and economics to gain popularity in that country. But if you look at what our Prime Minister has given a clarion call, that we believe in Sagar, security and growth for all. I think that we have to continue to move on that mission. We should not allow this mission to go back in any way. We must make sure that we tell our neighbors that we are here as permanent friends. we are here to engage with you on equal terms. We consider all our neighbors as equal partners in the development of this region. So long as we are able to convince that in the long term we will be your friends, in the short term you will get monetary advantage from China, but at what cost? You have seen some of the nations what they have gone through. And if you want to fall into the same trap, the choice is yours.
And General Bipin Rawat also added that India's borders are completely secure even in the Chinese frontier.
As far as the defense on the borders are concerned, we are standing strong there. I think you also heard the Chief of the Army Staff making this statement. He's been visiting all these areas, so everybody is sitting alert. We have also got adequate and effective weapon systems, and particularly the government has allowed us to buy whatever we need for the defense of our country by invoking emergency powers. And emergency powers have been given to the service to procure anything at our level, and that there are no questions being asked so long as it improves our security apparatus and our national security.
And General Bipin Rawat also spoke on the rural to urban migration in Arunachal Pradesh, stating that a border area development program is in place to check issue and that the focus is to develop infrastructure.
The area development is being given an impetus. But to get border area development, what do you need? You know, a person will not migrate from the border areas and continue to stay there if he has good education facilities, if he has good health, and he's got means of livelihood. So our focus is now on, first you have to develop infrastructure. Unless you don't get roads to these areas, how will the health infrastructure move there? How will the education facilities move in there? And how will people create investment opportunities? So I think this is moving at a fast pace so that everything else can follow suit. Our idea is to develop our border areas and make sure that the people living in these areas remain there. Yet, you know, migration to the cities will always happen. But what we have to make sure, if even after migration has happened to cities, after retirement at least people should go back, or after they have earned their livelihood and they become old, go back to where you belong to. I think that is an important message we have to send to our people. Don't forget your roots. Get back to them.